Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to look at my most recent order from Fancy Plans Co. Apparently my camera decided to stop recording, or I don't really know what happened. So you missed me actually, taking this stuff out of the box. And there was a roll of washi in the box when I was taking everything out to then show you guys everything. It rolled off the table onto the floor, and I spent the last 20 minutes trying to find it. I can't find it. So I give up for right now. So these are like the free little cards that she sends you. So, and this is for her financial wellness box. So it says spend intentionally, and this one says it's not about how much money you have, it's about how you manage it. The backs are blank. So those are cute. And then she sends a postcard, which I'm not going to flip over because it has a discount code. So I ordered the financial wellness stationery box. It's the deluxe version that comes with the wallet. I got the clear transparent cash envelopes, disc punched, and I got the this. So this I have wanted since before it even came out. I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and of course it came out when I didn't have any money to spend on it, and then it sold out, but now it's back. And really, like, these bags are fantastic. They're beautiful, and they're, drawstring. So this is the ostrich vegan leather planner cover, and this is sized to fit a classic sized happy planner. More packaging. And it was packaged really nice, but that apparently didn't make it on the video. So it's got all these spots over here for the journaling cards, regular cards. It's got a pocket here, 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 it's got a pen loop. It does have a snap closure. I wish it was like a magnetic closure, but you can't have everything. But yeah, so I've been waiting for this because I thought this was gorgeous. So this financial wellness planner is going in this cover, unless I change my mind and decide to put it on something else. But for right now, that's my plan. So yeah, so this is just absolutely gorgeous, 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 and so soft, so very, very soft. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. Snap it closed because it seems to want to open on me. Okay, so then we got the financial wellness stationery stuff. So minus the washi that has run away as if it were a meatball. So it's got clear plastic discs, and these look like the plastic discs I just got on an order of something else. They're like so clear you could easily mistake them for glass. Like, they're seriously clear discs. So those are cool. That's gonna hold everything together. We've got a clip of some sort. I guess it clips in and it holds another pen, or you could have it hold other things, or you could attach it to something, but this is like some kind of vegan leather hoop, which could definitely be for a pen. It says Fancy Plans Co. on it. It's engraved, and that will definitely hold onto a planner. I'm assuming that's its function. So these are the covers for these. One sec. I'm slightly confused. Okay, I think that like this didn't come with discs, because these discs are for this. Alright, so we'll look at those in a couple minutes. So I got another one of her pens. I love her pens. My other one has a white top. This is like a gray top, and it says Fancy Plans Co. in black, and it's very pretty, and I can't figure out how to open this box. The last one did not come in a box. It came in like, the plastic packaging like the rest of this stuff is in. So here's the pen, which is of course backwards. Yeah, I really like these pens. It's got the wax on the top. My handwriting is horrible, but they write very well. Really do love these pens. Okay, packaging. Hey. Likes to stick to things. Okay, so we did the discs, which well, I guess I should take them out because we are going to put this together. Let's hope they don't roll away like the washi did. Okay. And then these are month of budget. They're like little spending registers for your envelopes. So let's put those with the envelopes. We'll deal with those in a minute. So now you get this little plastic pouch with snap closure, and it holds all of like the smaller things. It also says Fancy Plans Co. right there, if you can see that. That's adorable. Move that out of the way. So let's see what we got here. We have a tiny calculator. My parents used to have lots of little calculators like this all over the place. Wallets, purses, drawers. Pretty much every drawer you would find a little calculator like this. I can't remember the last time I actually used a calculator that wasn't on my phone. It turns on. I don't know how to turn it off, but it turned on. No? I don't know. I assume after some amount of time it shuts itself off. But yeah, so little calculator. So we've got, looks like little expense cards. Does that bigger card tell me what the things are, or is it just a picture? Nope, just a picture. So I don't know. Okay. Alright, so these are like journal cards, but for expenses. So there's 3 of these in here. And let's see. So we've got some clear stickers, I guess, for your categories. So you've got groceries, gifts, eating out, home, hair care, auto, pet care, donations, savings, hobbies, miscellaneous, entertainment, medical, fun, children, and personal. So that would, again, would be for that. Cash breakdown. These are sticky notes. And I only know that because it says sticky notes on the back as I'm trying to get it out of the package. Let's see. Alright, so it says sticky notes. So it says cash breakdown. So you've got bills, 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 coins, and then I guess you multiply them by the quantity, and then you put your total here, and it says total withdrawal. So I guess this is for taking money out of the bank, maybe for out of your envelopes if you want to remember what you took. You could always just cross off withdrawal and do that for deposits. That would work too. And what do we got here? What are you? Oh, an adhesive pocket. What are we to do with this? Well, I suppose we could put the little cards in here, right? No, they don't fit. Okay. That's not gonna fit in here. Oh my god, okay. It's an adhesive pocket to put the little calculator in. The other cards don't fit in here. It's the only thing that fits in there. That's neat. Alright, so these are the covers for our financial wellness planner. So I find this interesting because I have Happy Planner, Budget Planner, as you guys know, you have seen it, and you're well aware that I am not thrilled with their pages. In fact, they downright stink. They're not good at all. I think there's like maybe like 1.5 useful pages, and the rest of it is just not useful for me. So I'm in a Patreon where there's a budgeting group, and we get a whole bunch of budgeting printables for free every month, and there's something different, and we have like monthly savings challenges and all kinds of stuff. So I've been kind of like making my own budget planner out of those and like notebook paper and stickers and things. So I figured when I saw this, let's give this a shot. So we're not going to put it together quite yet. So I do have one damage. Always with the damage, it's always me. One damaged item. It's not a big deal. It's bent. This is a financial wellness outline, and it's on, I think, vellum, and punched to pop in this planner. So daily, review previous day's expenses, check balances, update expense trackers, check cash accounts, repeat daily. Weekly, review previous week's expenses, review paycheck. That's if you get paid weekly. I get paid every other week. Create weekly budget, pay bills due, add to sinking funds, add to savings, stuff cash envelopes, repeat weekly. Monthly, review previous month's expenses, check balances, prepare next month's budget, review credit card statements. I don't do credit cards. Review bank statements, review subscriptions, investments, debt payment. I don't have that either. Review upcoming events, repeat monthly. Yearly, review previous year's expenses, set up annual budget, set up new financial goals, track net worth, debt repayment, review and record credit report and score. That I do every year. Adjust tax withholding. I do that every year. Review employee benefits 401k. I obsessively look at my 401k. So that's not yearly, that's like daily. I also look at my bank accounts every day, several times a day actually, because I have actually had, in 2 different banks, I have had someone somehow get a hold of my debit card number or my account number and withdraw large sums of money. And then they freeze your account, you can't get the rest of your money, they cancel your debit card, and you know, it's a big problem. It's a very big problem, so I obsessively check that stuff, and I now use banks that allow you to, from the app, freeze your debit card. That just makes life a lot easier for me. So this is on very thick vellum. It's got lines over here. I guess if you want to add things to this, the back is blank. I like this. This is neat. It's like a helpful checklist in case you forget something, and you can clearly add your own things, because like the debt stuff doesn't apply to me, the credit cards don't apply to me. All right, so now here is the actual set of inserts. This is where my concern is, because I don't like the Happy Planners inserts. So I have been praying and praying that Kita is better than the Happy Planner at this stuff, and I think she might be, because I've seen her house on the internet and it is gorgeous. Okay, so we start off and we've got budget categories. So this lists out like all the different kinds of categories you could have. There's probably more. Entertainment, hobbies. So like planner stuff is not on here specifically, which you'd think it would be, but okay. All right, so home stuff. So mortgage or rent, home repairs, HOA dues, home projects, property taxes, large appliances. So you would pick like what works for you and add those categories to your budget. Here's a bunch of debt categories: student loans, credit cards, car payments, furniture payments. Well, yeah, I guess people do finance furniture, right? And appliances and electronics and any fees. Transportation. So public transportation, tolls, gas, car maintenance, parking fees, registration fees, car note payment. I don't have that last one, but we do have registration fees. And I'm curious because I live in New Jersey and everything here is just insanely expensive. So what do you guys, put in the comments what you guys pay every year, or how many years you go in between paying for your, like, to renew your car registration. What does it cost you guys? Because they're charging me almost $80 a year to register my car. They send me a piece of paper. So, like, I don't understand. I give them $80, I get a piece of paper. The exchange just seems bizarre to me. So let me know. I'm going to try to speed this up here. So there's a bunch of childcare stuff, which does not apply to me other than, they need clothes. And college is not on there. Savings, so there's regular savings, emergency fund, giving, retirement, college savings, vacation fund, and investments. I have all of that. Utilities, water, I don't pay for because I rent. Electricity and natural gas I pay for on one bill, and it is expensive here. This month was actually like the lowest PSE&G bill we've had. I don't know, it's been like 4 or 5 months, because it's been ridiculously cold, and my kids figured out how to work the thermostat. They're in college, they just figured out how to work the thermostat. So we have to keep turning it down on them. But we looked at the bills from the summer, and it's actually cheaper to cool the house with the air conditioning than it is. And that's with us all being home because of the pandemic. So the gas is expensive. I think my bill probably would have been cheaper last month than this month if not for the increasing costs of all kinds of gas. So waste, it's my understanding there's some places where you have to like pay to have your garbage picked up. Luckily I don't live anywhere where that happens. Cable, we don't do cable. Internet, we do, and we pay too much for it because we have a land we had for Ray's mother. Ray's mother passed away last year. So I keep meaning to call and cancel the phone, and I keep forgetting. So it's like a huge marker on my to-do list for Monday morning is to call them. Insurance. Homeowner's insurance, nope. Renter's insurance, yes. Car insurance, yes. Health insurance, yes. Dental insurance, no, we're looking at plans for the office. Vision insurance. I have this, And I actually just went in for an eye exam and to get glasses on Thursday, and it was a better deal for me to not use my insurance than it was to use my insurance. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Life insurance, still working on that. Food, groceries, eating out, coffee, and quick bites. Yeah, we do all that. But we also do like a lot of canning and growing our own vegetables and lettuce and like there's some things I can grow in the house year round, and there's some stuff that is seasonal and then gets preserved. And then we run out, and then I grow more stuff. Education, tuition, yep, thank God for financial aid. Before and after school care, no. Registration fees, school supplies, school lunch, tutoring, field trips. So one or two of these apply because for some reason, I don't know why, college charges you fees for art supplies. They give you the art supplies, and then they give you an additional list of art supplies they expect you to purchase on your own. Why did I give you money then? Because for the amount of money I give them, honestly, I could buy all the stuff they gave my daughter, plus the stuff on the other list, and have money left over. I just don't understand that one. If you have any kids in college, let me know if yours do anything weird like that. Gifts and donations. So special occasions, anniversaries, teacher gifts, religious organizations. I can think of a lot of other things to put on here, which I imagine is why there are blank lines. Healthcare, medication, medical devices, first aid items, doctor visits, senior care, cosmetic, and eye care. The eye care, I would think. Well, yeah, okay. I thought we had already mentioned that, but it was just insurance that we were talking about. So yeah, so the cosmetic stuff, not really. I would put that more under personal. Senior care does not apply. Medical devices, like I have monitors and things around that I don't need all the time. I'm big on checking like my blood pressure and vitals and stuff like that and putting them in my wellness planner. So I suppose if something broke, I would need to replace it. Personal stuff, toiletries, hair, accessories, gym membership. No, don't ever do that. Clothing, sometimes shoes when it's necessary. Beauty items, I have lots, so when I run out or something spoils. Household, detergent, cleaning supplies, paper towels, small appliances, emergency kit, accessories, organizational items. Entertainment, subscriptions, movie theater, outings, Netflix, electronics, music service, hobbies. I think it's funny that Netflix is specifically listed. Pet care, grooming, pet food, pet accessories, vet visits, and pet sitter. And there's probably a million other things that you could categorize in here, including, planner supplies. Because if you have more than one hobby, you have to divide that up. Alright, so now we've got smart financial goals. Specific target, and I guess you would write that here. Measurable results. Action steps, which you would write down. The rewards and the time frame. So this is kind of like goal setting for your finance, which is what it says up there. So that's kind of like a good yearly type deal. So now we've got a yearly overview. So every month is here. We've got income, expenses, savings, and debt paid, and then you can total it all up at the bottom and get an idea of how your year went. Got a subscription tracker. So description, website, frequency, renewal date, auto renewal, amount, and due date. Most of them are pretty much auto renewal. There's very few subscription things I can think of where they don't put you on auto renewal for everything. So this is actually, if you want to get rid of things, that's actually a really good idea. Income tracker, date, source, description, amount, and you could put the abbreviation for the month over here. Monthly budget tracker, month, income, main source, other sources, total, savings, starting balance, ending balance, fixed expenses. So this would be like your utilities, your rent, your mortgage, your property taxes, which I used to have to pay when I owned a house, and then I moved, and now I rent a house, and I don't have to pay that anymore, and that is wonderful. So, those kinds of things that are generally, they're every month. They're generally the same every month. Things fluctuate. Your electric bill, your gas bill, those are always going to fluctuate. If you pay for water, that's going to fluctuate. But you have a general idea, most likely, of the range that it's going to fluctuate within. So you can put down the date, what it is, and the amount. And then there's other expenses. So like planner supplies, books. I have to rent or purchase a lot of college textbooks. What else? Birthdays. Vacations. I mean, this is only a monthly thing, but, maybe this month you're going to Disney. I don't know. Takeout. Just other expenses. Other things from your list of budget categories would go here. Overview. Total income, total expenses, total savings, the source, how much you budgeted, and then how much you actually got. So like if your income fluctuates, like if you have like an hourly job or something like that, So you'd put down your job, you'd put down what you assumed you were going to be paid, and then you could put down what you actually got paid. Because what if you got a bonus, or you worked overtime, or you only worked 36 hours this week instead of 40, or something like that. So that's actually a good idea for what you expect and then what you actually get. Your total expenses. I don't think you can really do a source for total expenses. It's just total expenses. How much you budgeted and how much you actually spent. So what you budgeted for your expenses and then what you actually spent. Now this is the place where everybody doesn't want to do their budget, because for a lot of people, myself included, and I've been budgeting on and off for many years, your total expenses, you budget, you list them all out. I mean, I even like budget for, like, you know, the 2 coffee runs I do with my daughter a week, which will be ending in like a week and a half, until the fall. You know, if I buy newspapers on Sundays to get the coupons, I budget for that. You know, I budget for pretty much everything I can possibly think of. So when it then comes out that I budgeted for X amount of expenses, but I spent, you know, $1,000 more than I meant to, that's a problem, because that means that came out of what I'm supposed to be saving and investing, and it came out of places it shouldn't have. Unless I had extra income. So, you know, but the expense part is the part that always turns people off of budgeting, because nobody really wants to look at what they spend on things. And I totally get that, because I do not want to look at what I spend on things either. And I know what I spend on them, and I don't want to look at it. Okay, so now here you can do goals again. So based on your month, maybe you want to change your goals up. You know, like maybe, you know, don't spend so much on ice cream this month. I don't know. Okay, so now we've got a monthly view with notes down the side. Okay, so notes down the side, like Happy Planner Monthlies. It's undated, Sunday start. So you've got a monthly, and then you've got a paycheck bill tracker. How does that work? Okay, so the month. Oh, you know what? This is probably good for putting, like, you guys have seen me put all my bills on like a monthly in my planner. So if there's only one of these, this would be good for listing them all out. Just like start with whatever date. I don't know, are there more of these? Alright, so there's like another one here. So this might last like X number of months. I don't know how many are in here, but there's probably some buying of refill inserts involved. You know, or just I could pull like the monthlies out. I have to see how she has it set up on the website. Alright, so this is basically the same thing that you guys have seen me do. So you guys have seen me do this like a lot. Something is very wrong with my lighting. I don't understand why. It looks very dark in here, but the lights are the same as usual, and it looks bright down here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hopefully the video doesn't come out dark. Okay, so monthly view, so you can write in your month, you can date it, and I can put all my little bill stickers all over the place like I always do. Alright, so then you go into, alright, 1, 2, is this the same thing? Alright, so these are not the same page. These are the same page. Alright, so you get 2 pages for every week. Alright, so this page, which would be the left side, you put your month, you put your paycheck date, source of your paycheck, what you thought you were getting paid, what you actually got paid. And there's plenty of room for that. Some people keep their finances separate, like Ray and I keep ours separate, but, like, you know, we pay the rent together, we pay PSE&G together, we pay the utilities together, stuff like that, you know, the common bills, and then we have our own bills, and then there's like some bills I take care of, like Amazon and, you know, the streaming services and the music services and things like that, and he takes care of all the pet stuff. I think he makes out better, honestly, because he runs a pet store, so you know, he gets discounts and things. So I think he makes out better in that deal, but I don't want to deal with the whole, you know, I have to read everything because my dog is allergic to chicken, and so it's better that he does that. So you can put the income in here, so if you combine your income, there's plenty here for 2 people, I think, and if not, there's plenty here for 1 person. And then you list all your bills. And I like that this is a nice long list, because you guys have seen my bill stickers. You've seen them. There's a lot. So I really need to start separating out what is for, like, YouTube, Instagram, the website that I'm working on. Website's coming, by the way. That stuff versus, you know, actual like personal budget. I need to start separating those things, but I'm not really like, it's all just going to be negative. So there's no income yet. So, you know, that's depressing. I don't want to do that yet. So I just put it all in one place, which is why I have like crazy bills, even though I don't have credit cards or anything like that. All right, so you can track your bills there. So now here's, it says again, paycheck bill tracker, but here's your cash envelopes. So you can keep a list of, for this week, what you put it, the date, what was left over. So like for this one, it says bill leftovers. For sinking funds, it says envelope leftover. Well, I guess if you don't spend it all. But in the sinking funds, I don't understand that part. Unless you were saving for, let's use Disney again. You were saving for a trip to Disney. You saved $3,000. You spent $2,800. You have $200 left over. Okay, we figured that out. All right, so date, category, budgeted, actual for cash envelopes. So I guess that's when you set up your budget categories and stuff. You know, like you'd have an envelope for your groceries, an envelope for personal care items, an envelope for pet stuff, an envelope for, you know, all the stuff that you don't automatically pay. Because it is more painful to hand people cash. I don't care what anyone tells you, that digital is better and all this stuff. It's way more painful for me to spend money when I have cash in my hand and I have to hand it to somebody at a cash register. It really makes me like look at what's on the belt and go, do I really need this? Whereas I can go online and just chuck things in a cart and push a button and it comes to my house, and it doesn't really occur to you that you spent that money until you look at your bank account. So that's really the problem, just the ease of chucking things into a cart online and hitting a button and it comes to your house. And that's where people struggle with budgets a lot, because it's really easy to do that. It's easy to forget to cancel a trial membership to something. Like you wanted to watch something on a streaming service like Paramount. Ray did this. He wanted to watch a show that he likes that had a new season, and it was only on the Paramount streaming service. So he got the free trial, didn't finish watching the service, didn't remember that he signed up for it through my Amazon account, and kept it for another month, which was like $10 or something. So he gave me whatever amount of money that was, and I put it in the bank, but it was an expense I wasn't expecting, because I didn't know that it was coming to me, and he actually forgot to cancel the next month, after forgetting that, you know, you have a free trial, you have to watch your show in this, you know, time, because we don't want to pay for this. So he ended up with it for like the free trial plus 2 months, and then I finally managed to get it canceled. So yeah, it's really easy to lose track, and then you're subscribed to like everything under the sun, and you don't know where all your money went, and it's because it's being sucked out of your bank account every month by Netflix, Amazon. Well, Amazon's really an annual thing, unless you do like the unlimited reading or something. Audible sucks money out of my account every month, but I need my books. I do audiobooks, I do real books. You know, yeah, so like Netflix, Audible, what else are coming out of there? Subscriptions for software you use, like Canva. All my thumbnails I make in Canva. I pay for that every month. That comes out of my bank account. My editing software comes out once a year, right out of my bank account. Everything. My car insurance comes out of my bank. You know, I don't go to Progressive and hand them money. It comes out of my bank account automatically. So it's easy just to have everything coming out, and you don't really realize how much it is, which is why budgeting is good, writing everything down is good, putting things in envelopes and actually handing people cash for everything you possibly can is good. So yeah, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now, because I'm still learning, but I'm getting better at it, little by little, with a lot of help. And this so far makes more sense to me than my Happy Planner, budget planner. Although I don't necessarily know that I would track them here. I mean, maybe. Like, for the month, I probably would put all this stuff in here, but, like, I have these for the envelopes, and actually I have other ones for my existing envelopes. So this every week, I don't know, maybe. We'll try it out, and we'll see how it works. So yeah, so cash envelopes, same with the sinking funds. Debt, I don't have, but if you do, there's a date, there's a category, there's how much you budgeted, and then how much you actually paid. And it says sinking leftover, so I don't know if maybe either you have like debt sinking funds, and then you pay it like at the end of the month or something, or whatever, however you do that. And then over here is savings, so it says debt leftover, budgeted and actual, and then there's all this savings stuff, and there's a leftover at the bottom of each total. I'll figure it out. Alright, so at the bottom we have income minus expenses. So you have your income, and then you have all these other boxes, and it equals a balance. I'm gonna have to figure that out too, but I imagine you just take the totals from these and subtract them from your income. We're gonna have to look at that. Alright, so now we've got another week, so we've got the same income breakdown and envelopes, and is this the same? It's the same. Okay, we've got another week. We've got another week. Okay, so now we've got, so that would be a month. So now we're on our next month, I guess. So now you've got your expense tracker. You've got 2 expense trackers. Here's our monthly spread. And another expense tracker. So maybe these are for that month? No. That would go here, and then there's an expense tracker. And then there's another 2-sided expense tracker. Well, okay, so I guess if you're writing down, like, every coffee you purchase, every, like, pack of gum, you know, you ran to Dollar Tree because you were out of laundry soap and bought 1 bottle of laundry soap. If you're going to write down, like, literally everything you ever purchase, that might not be enough sheets, but I don't know. But it says expense, so it's like date, description, category, amount, and then whether or not it's paid, there's like a column for that. But if you're out spending cash at, like, you know, your local convenience store because you ran out of, I can't even think of a name of gum, chiclets. I haven't had gum for a while. My grandmother used to have those all the time. So yeah, I'm out of touch with the gum stuff. So obviously, like, you paid for it, so I wouldn't worry about that column. But yeah, so you can do that. Alright, so then after that we get to our next month. So we have the monthly budget tracker again, the goals again, and the monthly where you can put all your bills, because maybe you unsubscribed from 3 or 4 things, or you paid something off and you don't have to pay that debt anymore. I recently experienced that, and it's very freeing and makes you very happy to get rid of that and have that off your back. It's amazing. Okay, so now we've got our same bill tracker. I'm wondering, how many weeks does she give you? So there's 1 week, because there might be extra weeks. So it's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay, and then your expense trackers. The problem with that is, A, some months have 5 weeks, and B, you can't, like, make an extra month without a monthly overview, you know, out of extra pages. Which I like to do, but yeah. But you can also just buy more of these from Kita, and she seems to have a lot of stuff that you can buy and print yourself, and they're all in black and white. So if you don't mind cutting paper down to classic size, and that's an option, that would probably be cheaper than buying the printed and sent to you. But I totally get wanting the printed and sent it to you. Monthly budget tracker, monthly goals, monthly spread. So we're on like month 3 now. So here's our paychecks. Oh wait, there are more things back there. Awesome. Okay, so here's our expense tracker. Okay, so that was 3 or 4 months for that. So you definitely need refills, but that's definitely enough time for me to figure out if I like this, how I want to tweak it, and things like that. Okay, so here's a debt reduction tracker. So if you have debt, this is good for you. So it's got the month and the starting balance, and then every month of the year, and debt reduced. So you would total up, like, this is how much debt you have when you start, this is how much you pay off, and then you can put that total up down here, how much you reduced your debt from where you started, and you can color this in and put different amounts for these lines. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we've got a debt snowball tracker. So again, if you have debt, this is fantastic for you. It's got space for 5 debts, starting balance, payment, new balance, and it goes all the way down the entire year. Let's see, and then we've got budget challenges, but it doesn't tell you what the challenge is, so this is just to track them. So if I didn't already have trackers to track my monthly budget challenges, I could use this. So you'd write what it is, when it starts, when it ends. It's got 30 spaces. Really, it should have 31, but that's okay. And I don't know what you would fill in there. I suppose it depends on what you're doing. So if you're doing a no spend, I guess you could put X's either on the days that you didn't spend successfully, or on the days where you failed and you bought that pack of gum and that latte. I'm not sure. I don't do that sort of budget challenge, really. Savings tracker. I guess that's really like to track like a specific savings account maybe. So like date, deposits, withdrawals, and the balance. So I would say that's more for like an account. And then this is a different kind of savings tracker. This I like. So start date, amount per month, and what you're saving for. And then you get 6 little piggy banks. So I would imagine these are like 6-month increments here. So each pig would be whatever amount per month you put on here. Or you could make it a year long and just color half a pig for every month. That's up to you. That's cute. Okay, now, wish list. I've heard a bunch of people talk about wish lists, and this is a good idea, and I have several on Amazon myself. So, like, there's a new gadget you want, there's new planner you want, there's new sticker book you want to subscribe to Skillshare, you want to subscribe to Netflix, you saw a really cool steering wheel cover that you want for your car. One of my friends just bought those, so it popped in my head. So you write down the stuff, you write down the store it's from, how much it is, and the date that you put it down. So this is your wish list. So when you have extra money, or you know, you got tax refund and you're allotting some of that to spend on yourself, which you should, or you know, you worked overtime, or you got a second job, or whatever. Somebody gave you money for your birthday or Christmas. My coworkers love to give me Amazon gift cards, which doesn't help with my shopping problem. So you make a wish list, and then when your birthday rolls around, or Christmas rolls around, or whatever holiday rolls around, and people are like, hey, what do you want? Do you have a wish list? Yes, actually I do. Here you go. You got it on paper. You can put stuff on Amazon. There's a lot of stores that have wish lists. There's a lot of stores that I wish had like the save for later feature. Like a lot of the bigger stores do. But like Shopify needs to put that in. That needs to be a thing, because there's a lot of stuff from a lot of smaller shops that I would love to remember that I want to buy, but I can't save it for later, so I don't remember. Like on Etsy, you can favorite things, you can just leave them in your cart. They might have a save for later thing too. So there's lots of ways to keep track of things you saw that you wanted, whereas Shopify does not seem to have this ability. And it seems like a lot of the small shops or big name shops that I buy from that use Shopify lack this feature, and they really need that feature, because that would be helpful too. But like Amazon's perfect because it can be like your private wish list. You can make it public, you can share it to people, you can share wish lists with people, so it's really neat. So yeah, so I have a bunch of those. Some are public, some are private, some are for Christmas, birthdays, you know, just because I want to remember I wanted something. So those are useful. Paper is useful too, especially if the thing you wanted was like at Kohl's and you saw it while you were shopping versus saw it online. Okay. And donation tracker. Donation trackers are good. Donation trackers are good, A, because you get to see how much you donated and helped various causes or a cause or your church or whatever. B, they are tax deductions. Tax deductions are good. So date, description, organization, value, and is it tax deductible or not? Because believe it or not, some donations that you make, even though they are 501c3 organizations, which are usually, you know, they don't have to pay taxes, therefore you shouldn't have to pay taxes when you donate to them, like your church. If you go to church, your synagogue, whatever place of worship you may attend, when you donate, that money, they don't have to pay taxes on, and you can put down that you donated it. There's a cap. I forget how much the cap is because I can't hit the cap. But you can donate X amount to X number of places. So this is good for a number of reasons, and mostly because when people see that they've donated X amount of money and they're helping people, it makes them feel good, and that's always a good thing too. So date, description, organization, value, whether or not it's tax deductible. So that's a good one as well. And then we've got a notes page, just like in the back of a Happy Planner, and that is the end of what is in here. So it definitely requires more pages if you like the layout of it and want to continue with it. So I'm going to try this out. Even though I'm going to try this out, I have downloads and pages and things that are not in here that I will continue to use. So it's all going to get put together into one place. And this is really cute, but I don't really want this on top of that. So I would put it here, you know, with the budget categories that's on the back of this, because this has clear covers. So if you leave this laying around, you know, maybe you don't really want people reading the suggested financial routine and any edits you've made to it. Alright, so we've got clear plastic covers. They seem to attract dust really quick. This might actually end up replacing like my Happy Planner budget planner. And these are not lined up. Oh dear. Maybe I just have them wrong? No, they're slightly off. Try spinning that one. Ah! Did I fix it? Yes. Okay, now they're not slightly off. So let's pop these discs on here before I mess something else up, because we still have other things to look at. And this video is getting really long. Well, it's not really though, because, no it is, because I didn't record all that time that I was looking for the washi, which is still not here, because obviously I haven't left to go look for it. Yeah, this is a long video. I'm probably gonna have to take a lot of my soapbox stuff out. Okay, so this is now safe and secure and properly aligned. Excellent. Alright, let's move this for right now, because I want to look at the other things I got. Okay, so there's actually still, I had to look at my receipt again. There are still portions that belong to this box, because I got the deluxe box. And I'm not really sure, other than one of them, what else might be part of the deluxe box. So there's the missing roll of washi. Remember the cover I got. This is not included. This is a separate purchase that I've been wanting for a while. So this also comes with the deluxe financial box in another pretty bag, and this is a matching ostrich vegan leather wallet. How cool is that? More packaging. So you've got, again, card slots. It says fancy plans down here. You've got the 4 pockets. You've got a pen loop, and it zips around, and it is very, very soft, gold hardware, very nice. So this comes with the box. These come with the box. I already showed you these. This is the registers for the envelopes. These come with the box. And these envelopes come with the box. Right? I'm looking at the box. Yeah. They come with the box. Hold on. They come with the box. So the extra thing that I purchased was plastic covers, just like this plastic cover, for these. So these, I'm not sure, I'm gonna try them out, but I'm not sure that I necessarily like how these work. You know, disc punched is good. I like disc punched. But you just, they slide in the top. This, by the way, is where those category stickers would go. There's side tabs, but there's like no closure. So I mean, it's not like they're all that roomy. You have to like slide things in. But my concern is things falling out. So I'm gonna give it a try, but I'm not sure this is gonna keep me from doing them the way I usually do. So we're gonna try that out. And it does not come with discs for these. So you have to supply your own, or you could, like, well no, why would you put them in the planner? That doesn't make sense. So you do have to supply your own discs for these, but I did get like a cover for them, and then they would just go in here, and they'd have, like, you know, money in the little registers, and you'd zip it up, and it would have like your grocery money and your manicure money and whatever else in it that you would be out spending painfully every time you hand someone cash. So, you know, that's what that's for. 1 second, because I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. If I can keep these other things from falling, and I might not be able to. Which actually has stuff in it. Well, they both do, but this one does. Okay, so like right now, so I have stuff like this. If you guys watch Plan with Elise, you're familiar. So I have envelopes with her registers in them, and like how much is in here. So like, okay, so like here's this month's saving challenge. I just color things in ahead of time. So it's got like monthly challenges, and then I've got the prior month's challenges back here because I couldn't fit any more in that one. So these have like zipper closures, so that's what I'm used to, but they make it kind of like bulky, and if you try to put too many in, then, like, it's got the magnetic closure, like I was saying, I wish that closed, but I like that, but these are bulky. So I actually had bought something off of Amazon, probably forgot about the envelopes that come with this, so I bought a solution off Amazon for this problem for this. I actually have 3 of these, so that'll be in my Amazon video, but that's what I'm talking about with, I'm not sure if I'm going to change how I do it necessarily, but I am going to give it a shot because I, bought it, and I want to see if it works. So I will do like an update video with how this works. I don't know, in a month? So maybe a month we'll do like an update on how this works. So this stuff is gorgeous, as usual. Kita, if you are watching, because you did manage to see my last video about your planner, it's gorgeous. It's really just so, it's classic, it's classy looking, it's fantastic. I love it. This pocket is cool. I still don't know which, probably this one, maybe a different one, but I love this. If I could afford one for all of each and every single one of my classic size planners and my big planners, if you had them for that, I would totally buy them for everything, but that's crazy expensive and I can't do that. But it does have this nice dust cover, should I not want to use it for some reason, so that's cool too. So that's it for this video, guys, which is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a couple of your friends. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any more of my videos. It does not bite, it will not hurt you, and best of all, it costs you nothing, but it helps my channel a lot, and I would appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video.